For electric charging stations to be compliant with a federal program, they must meet 3 requirements: have at least 4 fast chargers, be within a mile of an interstate or a major highway, and be located no more than 50 miles from another station meeting the same criteria. Neighbors say this is not the first time this part of the wall collapsed. It also happened 8 years ago. One of the self-defense techniques Newell recommends involves anchoring yourself, gouging an attacker on the eyes, and pulling your fist away and running. It takes 5 minutes for Karen Flint and her children to make it to the bus stop.
We've gone through periods of time where we only had 1 car, so we've really relied on having the neighborhood pickups.
Carola and Zia attend Northwest School of the Arts in Charlotte, a 6th through 12th grade magnet school specializing in arts education.
We thought it would be a good fit for them.
Their school is not in their neighborhood, but catching the school bus nearby makes it easy.
This is what education is supposed to be about, right? Everyone's supposed to have access.
Next school year, they won't have a stop a quarter mile away from home.
Bye, guys.
Instead, their pickup and drop-off location will be 2.5 miles away at Geringer High School.
The problem is having to pick them up in the middle of the workday, and that's going to be more difficult.
Northwest School of the Arts is one of the 12 schools that will have express stops at other high schools in the district.
But we feel that this is being put unfairly on the backs of the parents of magnet students.
Charlotte and Mecklenburg schools say the change comes after staffing shortages and a $3.2 million budget cut to transportation.
We still want to provide transportation for all students at a high level. What we had to do first before we made the decision, we wanted to make sure that first, the least amount of impact to students.
It will impact around 5,200 magnet students, or around 5% of the kids who ride the bus. Their trips to and from school make up 33% of the daily bus miles for the district.
Fuel costs, the tires costs, and the maintenance on CMS transportation. And so it was an immediate impact.
The district says it's meeting concerned parents to help find solutions while highlighting the positive impacts of the change, including reducing ride time.
Most children are on a school bus, especially if they come with a further distance, they could be on the school as long as 2 hours, right? Time is something that you never get back.
Flynn says there could be other options to solve that problem, but she worries the express stops will not make magnet schools an option for everyone.
This is not school choice, right? This is a choice for people who can afford it, who have the time, who have vehicles.
Anastasia Tirienteva doesn't take a shower or a warm drink for granted.
Million and million people in Ukraine can't drink hot tea.
Tirienteva moved to the U.S. from Ukraine in 2016, escaping violence. Her country is still close to her heart.
All the Christmas Eves and New Year's, we celebrate on this square.
A year after Russia's war on Ukraine, the building on that square in Kharkiv is gone.
Like someone destroyed my childhood, my memories.
This is her home city, the second largest in Ukraine. Through friends' pictures, Tirienteva shows the devastation in Kharkiv.
So this was a bomb?
Mm-hmm.
Her loved ones are okay, but before escaping, they weren't too sure.
For example, my friend, she sent me previously the video where she said me that she loves me and she don't know if she ever can see me.
Some of them came to the U.S. and her family welcomed 10 of them to their home.
We have here a lot of people.
A refugee from Kharkiv is staying in their guest room now, and recently she panicked, mistaking the sound of thunder for bombs.
Because then she wake up, understands that she's here, but she's crying all the night.
Tirienteva says giving them shelter makes her feel useful.
I can't imagine how they feel, really. You just all your life, what you build, destroyed in 1 minute.
She mourns the lives lost.
And it's destroying you from inside.
After the war started, she also cut ties with her parents. They are both Russian and support the actions of Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I don't have parents anymore.
Instead, she's found a network of Ukrainian supporters in the Carolinas. They host rallies in the Charlotte area, raising money for Ukrainians, which she says gives her purpose.
It gives some power to live, to believe, to hope.
Alejandra and her family are from Venezuela and have been in Charlotte less than a week. They're not sharing their last name in case it affects their immigration case.
These are some of the clothes they gave us here and food from the house we were staying at.
Everything they own is in this trunk, which is more than when they arrived.
We only had the clothes on our back.
They left Venezuela in 2019.
Other than the economy, it was unsafe.
But didn't make their journey to the U.S. until last October.
It was very hard, very hard.
The challenges included crossing the jungle, jumping off trains, not having money, food, or shelter, all while traveling with 2 young children.
You see a lot of bad things. I would tell them, could you close your eyes?
She also says she had some blessings, including meeting members of Charlotte's nonprofit Camino at the border while they were doing research. Alejandra says immigration officials turned them away twice while seeking asylum. Once they took their case, they made it to Charlotte with the support of Camino. Here, the nonprofit gave them food, housing, clothes, and transportation.
Thanks to God, He put us, the pastor Rusty, in our path, and he's the one who helped us.
The rest of the families they've helped once they arrived to Charlotte. Now they're preparing for a surge of migrants with the expiration of Title 42, which made it easier for authorities to turn people away.
Our plan is for people to first arrive here.
Their mobile clinic would serve as intake, and a welcome center would be their second stop to assess their needs and help them.
We knew that there was a crisis that involved Hispanic immigrants at the border. We wanted to be ready. We wanted to do everything that we could to be prepared to welcome them to a place that is friendly, that is safe.
Alejandra and her husband are grateful for them and to have the opportunity to give a better future to their children. Rosemary Lawrence Young enjoys morning walks.
Oh, there's a neighbor.
And seeing friendly faces.
Hi.
Young has lived in McCrory Heights for 23 years.
These are the greens.
The 1912 neighborhood is within walking distance of Johnson C. Smith University.
It's just been a joy to live here and experience the rich culture.
According to historian Dr. Tom Hanchett, from the 1950s to the 1970s, administrators of Black institutions and civil rights leaders lived here, including Dr. Reginald Hawkins.
Been renovated since.
He was a desegregation activist whose house was bombed in 1965.
This is the history I'm talking about protecting.
She and neighbors like Sean Langley are working to make McCrory Heights a local historic district.
If they were able to assemble a group of people that were able to dismantle segregation and these modest homes, I feel like it's up to us to kind of continue that legacy.
They filed a rezoning petition, compiled research, collected signatures, and spoke at public hearings.
Can everybody from the McCrory Heights Neighborhood Association please stand up?
Now they're just waiting for city approval. Most of the 167 houses in the neighborhood kept the mid-century brick ranch style, but there are a few outliers.
It's not going to be brick. It's extended up.
Young also worries about these new builds pricing people out.
A number of neighborhoods have been overtaken by gentrification and they've been renamed. We don't want that to happen here.
The designation would make it harder to build or remodel homes that don't meet design standards, but it doesn't prevent demolition or new development. The Charlotte Historic District Commission would review outdoor project plans for compliance. Langley says without the designation, preserving the character and architecture of the neighborhood would be challenging.
So the dangers are that you will demolish these homes and this will become another cookie-cutter neighborhood.
Young is proud to own a house that belonged to Elizabeth Randolph, a Black CMS administrator who helped guide the district through desegregation.
I just feel blessed and I feel humble.
Young wants this history to never be forgotten.
As long as I'm living, I'll continue to fight to maintain this neighborhood.